Hey, it's Anna, and I'm here to do my first tarot card video, and I was inspired just today to add charms to it for you. I discovered Charmed Intuition Tarot on YouTube a couple months ago, and oh my goodness, her charm casting, and even sometimes when she's reading cards, I just get such interesting sensations. It's not goosebumps, it's like a tingling in my head usually, especially when she uses like a crochet hook as a wand pointing out certain things in the charms. And I was just like, I have crochet hooks, I have a lot of charms, old jewelry that I never wear, and I got some more today, some charms at Hobby Lobby, which is also where I got this lovely pumpkin dish. And I don't have she has this very nice like board that's painted with stars. If you haven't checked out Charmed Intuition Tarot, seriously go check her out. She's awesome. But this is the lid of a box that I wasn't using, and it's very fall as well. So we're just gonna use that to do a little charm casting as well for each pick a card. So this is a fall equinox pick a card, and I know it's not technically the equinox yet, but you might already be feeling the energies. So this is just going to be, what do you need to know right now in this time of fall equinox? And these are the three decks I'm going to be using. This is just Rider-Waite Tarot, the traditional tarot. I don't have the box for that one. And then these angel, it says daily guidance from your angels. I take it really to just be guidance from the angels. So I'm going to give each pile a couple of those. And this deck I just got the other day, jumped out at me at Barnes & Noble. So I'm excited to use this one. I really like it a lot. I've only done one reading from it so far, so I might still check with the guidebook on that one. But I'm going to make 3 piles for you. One will have this, the first one will have this simple flower on it. The second one will have this leaf. And the third one will have this fancy flower. So I'm going to make the piles right now, and we will get started. So you can, I don't know if you can still, those charms kind of blend in with my fall decor here. You could think about which one you might want. So I'm going to give you 3 tarot cards for each one, and we have a curious, oh hello curious kitty. She's seeing a reflection of something on the wall there. I think it's one of my, is it one of my bracelets or something? Oh no, it might be the charms. I wonder, here, let me see if I can get rid of her. I'm sorry, honey. Not right now. Get off, please. Thank you. All right. Yeah, she saw some reflecting light, which is, she loves reflecting light. Don't we all? All right. So for group 1, so for each group, I'm going to get 2 tarot, or sorry, I'm going to get 3 tarot cards for you. Dang it, kitty, you distracted me. Look what you did. She's just excited for the fall equinox. Aren't we all? So for group 1, shuffle again a couple times for group 2. So the tarot cards will just give us kind of an overall sense of what you might need to focus on right now, or what might be going on with you right now, give you some more information. Okay, and then group 3, the people who will pick the fancy flower. What do they need to know right now? Okay. And then I'm going to do an angel card. Actually, I think I'm going to do two 2 angel cards for each group. Just give you a couple pieces of advice. So for group 1, group 2, and group 3. Give it one more here. Okay, and then I'm going to do just one of these new cards that I just got, Magic of You, Oracle. Keep the guidebook handy there. I really like them. Look at the keys on the back. So beautiful. Okay. So I'm going to do one of these for each group. So group 1, what's the key? What's the magic of them right now? Group 1. Group 1 has this little simple flower. How about group 2? What's the key for them right now? What is the magic of group 2 right now for this fall equinox? Okay, and they have the leaf. And group 3. What is the key for them right now? What is the magic of group 3? And group 3 has this fancy flower here. Okay, those charms blend in with those cards really well. All right, so take a moment to pick your pile, and I've found that, I just discovered these tarot pick-a-card videos all over YouTube this summer, and they're pretty wonderful, and I just trust my intuition. I pick kind of the first pile that jumps out at me, and some of them turn out to be very right on what's going on with me or what I need to know at that moment. So just remember, though, this is a general reading, and each pile can have messages for lots of people. So if it doesn't all resonate with you, that's okay. And you can pick more than one pile as well. That's okay too. All right, so I'm gonna get started with group 1. I'll put these other 2 up out of the way here. Okay, so group 1, if you chose this beautiful, simple flower here, let's see what is in the cards for you today. And I'm going to do these in the order that I laid them out. So we're going to start with the tarot cards. Oh, it's the tarot cards making a glare with the light. That's what she's wanting. My cat is back. I know she hasn't jumped up yet, but I'm sorry, sweetie. I see what it is now. I'll try to avoid it. It's when the back of the cards are in the light, so I'm going to try to avoid that. Okay, so I have your cards in my hand, group 1. So let's see what we have. Ace of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the 9 of Cups. Okay. Angels, we have Wedding. That's interesting with the Lovers. And we have Ground Yourself. Okay. And then for your key, and I'm going to do at least the keys all upright, 19. That's my favorite number, or one of them. It's so hard to pick, but 19, feel loved and proud. What a beautiful card. Maybe slightly inappropriate now that I'm looking at it, so sorry about that. I will give a warning next time that this might be kind of an adult deck here. But there is a theme of love for you, definitely. And sorry, you can't see that one. And something going on with, like, maybe some disillusionment with money, and maybe with that 9 of Cups upside down makes me think maybe the love isn't quite going the way that you want it to, and maybe that's why we have this ground yourself here. Excuse me, she's just like hunting for that light. All right, sweetie. No, not right now. Here, play with the tennis ball. All right, let's see if we can get rid of her for a little while. Okay, let's look at your charms and see if maybe they have a similar message for you. Something about love and kind of staying grounded within love, staying grounded within your money situation right now, even though it might not be great. 6. That's also love. Look, you have 6 and the Lovers, which is 6. 6 is a very big number for love. So you might have some major things going on with love right now. Ooh, actually, look here. So this is the quasi engagement ring that I have, and landed inside it is this green and pink bead. Really makes me think of heart chakra. So you might have a lot of hopes for something like marriage right now, or hopes for a commitment. And these colors right above that, I think you need to trust your intuition about this. Purple makes me think of third eye chakra. And we have lots of buttons for you. Maybe you're trying to really hold things together right now. Maybe it's kind of a tough time. This blue button above the hopes for commitment, maybe you need to communicate your desires. Maybe you haven't been sort of asking for what you want. Maybe that's what you need to do, actually. And this is blue also. Kind of bringing some light blue, bringing some light into that area, hopefully. And what do we have over here? We have a flower kind of similar to the one that you picked. This is similar to your charm flower that you picked. It's a little more bold. And this very big open heart, it's upside down right there, but very big open heart. So you have a lot of love with this like pink button inside it too. You have a lot of love, and teapot, you're trying to pour that love on this situation that you're wanting a commitment out of. And that is just beautiful. I don't know if maybe you've been traveling. This is a Monopoly piece from a Here and Now Monopoly game, and this is a hotel from that also. So maybe you've been traveling, maybe that's been making it difficult, but I see just like a pouring of love on this situation that you're wanting commitment from. And ooh, a shiny bead there. I get some, that's silver. I definitely get some crown chakra energy from that. So maybe you've been being more spiritual lately. And we have this butterfly, and butterflies, of course, are transformation. It's blue tinted also. So maybe you've been working a lot on how you're communicating. We have another blue button. You've been working a lot on how you're communicating, and you're just trying to focus it on this situation that maybe you want a commitment from. And let's see which one we got here. Oh, because I just got these today. Oxygen. And I didn't realize when I bought them, because I was trying to only buy ones that the message was pretty clear to me when I saw it. And with oxygen, of course, you think to breathe. And I didn't even realize they have messages on the back of them. Just breathe, my friend. Just breathe. So I think that is a message of make sure you're relaxing. Make sure that you can be in a place where you feel relaxed about this, because you have so much love. That's what I'm feeling. And we have a green over there too. Lots of green and pink, just love. So I think you just need to breathe, and it's all gonna work out. And pouring your love on a situation is a good thing. Just make sure you're not, pouring yourself empty. Make sure that you're keeping your cup full and taking care of yourself. So I think those go along pretty well with ground yourself. If you have been traveling, or if you're just kind of thinking a lot about this situation, you need to make sure you're grounded. Feel loved and proud with your key there. The magic of you. Feel loved and proud. 19 to me is also a number of fate, a number of karma, a number of just destiny. So what's meant to happen is going to happen for you. And sorry, I'm gonna cover up that just in case that's inappropriate for some of you. So I think that if you've been doing right by yourself and by the people you care about, that karma is going to come back to you. That's good karma that's going to come back to you. And I mean, the Lovers also that's funny. I covered up the inappropriateness with some more inappropriateness. Maybe we'll cover them up too in a second. But the Lovers is just a card of pure love. Like, that is a very loving situation. So hopefully that's how it is in the situation that maybe you have with someone that you're wanting some commitment from. But it could also be about a relationship within yourself, your masculine and feminine energies, making sure that you're loving yourself, taking care of yourself. And I love that you had that six confirmation there. Wedding does not necessarily mean that this is going to lead to marriage. If you're in a situation like that where you are hoping for that commitment, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to lead to that. But this card says marriage is the union of two souls joined in love, mutual respect, and commitment. It signifies a desire to deepen love over time. Your wedding day is a testament to your well-founded faith in love's power. Continually breathe life into that faith and love, dearest one. So, sorry about that. So it doesn't necessarily mean a marriage for you, but it might mean there's going to be a wedding for someone else. It might mean that this is something that you're thinking about for the future, but it's not necessarily a prediction that that's going to happen. I had this card come up in a personal reading a little while ago, maybe a month ago, and I was pretty confused about what it might mean for me. But I think it's a card of positive energy regardless. And I don't know if, seeing this Ace of Pentacles with that wedding, maybe you are planning a wedding and it's costing you a lot, because Ace of Pentacles, and you have it in reverse there, Ace of Pentacles upright would be a really good sign for money, new beginnings in money. With it upside down, maybe you have started some sort of money venture and it's not going the way that you planned. But I think it's okay because you have all this love energy here. And then we have Nine of Cups in reverse. This guy, he looks pretty contented with his 9 cups behind him, and cups is emotions. And 9 is about giving, so that goes right along with your, teapot, sort of pouring out your love. And with it upside down, I am going to go back to what I said when I saw the teapot. Make sure that you're not giving so much that is causing your life to be turned upside down, that it's causing your cup to be empty. So, very positive. Group 1, I think you have a lot of love there, a lot of potential, and the just breathe, ground yourself, everything's going to be okay. That's what I see for you. So thank you and happy fall equinox. I'm going to move on to group 2. Right. So group 2 with the leaf charm. Group 2 with the leaf here. Let's see what is in store for you or what might be happening right now for this fall equinox. Knight of Swords, Four of Swords, Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay. Angels say focus on service and fresh air upside down. All right. And your key 22, Orinda, honor your mystical creative force. And I realized with the card in group 1, this imagery is maybe a little adult for depending on who's watching this. So honor your mystical creative force. And I'm just gonna look at her for a second and then we might cover her up. But this is very like root chakra vibes, with the red down below and coming off of her hair. So she looks like she maybe has been going through a lot, trying to identify her mystical and creative force, or she's been going through some kind of struggle. And actually 22 is a number of, can be a number of struggle. It's a master number, but it can mean a lot of hard work and challenges leading up to sort of a masterful place. So I'm going to come back to your cards in a second. Let's look at your charms and see. I know you had a couple swords, so you probably have a lot on your mind. Let's see what else that might be in relation to. Okay, yeah, root chakra vibes for sure. So maybe you've been kind of newly grounded in a way with that root chakra showing up. Maybe you've been really focusing on feeling safe and stable. And we have this is a Monopoly hotel upside down. So maybe you were unsatisfied with some traveling. Maybe you were unsatisfied even with where you were living, because that could be a large home as well, upside down. So maybe there was some dissatisfaction there and you've been really focusing on trying to make that better. And this is kind of beautiful. I mean, this bead has an orange, a light orange to it, and then you have orange up here. And these are and then what do we have here? This is like a light pink, very light pink. So, and those chakra, it's like in a line. We got root chakra and sacral chakra. So creative energy for the sacral chakra and feeling, maybe getting in touch with your sensual side, as well as, creativity, and ultimately leading to your heart chakra. This one is the smallest of these. So your heart maybe your heart is healing from something. Let's see what else we have over here. We have this heart with a rose in it. This was from an old necklace that I wasn't wearing anymore. That's very beautiful. It was face down, so maybe this is a sign that you just need to find a way to turn that right side up. I'm gonna put that over here with the other pink bead. Turn that right side up and really be growing in your heart, growing in your love, and yeah, growth. Just kind of up that chain, feeling safe, feeling safe and stable, feeling creative, and connecting to your senses, and then ultimately healing your heart. I know we're missing self-esteem in there, but it seems like these are more of a focus right now. So we have that. And then we also have, so this is Daffy Duck from a Disney charm bracelet that I had. So I think you have a good sense of humor is what I'm getting from that. Even though a lot might be going on, you're still able to maintain your sense of humor through it, which is awesome. And we have this cowboy hat. Maybe that's significant to you. Maybe you're a cowboy of some sort. You deal with ranching ranching life or something related to cowboys. Maybe there's a cowboy in your life. It could also be kind of like wearing many hats. So maybe you are funny, but you're also focusing on this stuff. You're kind of putting on a different hat depending on what you're dealing with. Oh, and we also have the gun. Very like cowboy vibe here. So maybe you're wanting to kind of deal with a situation like a cowboy would. I just did Stephen King's Numerology yesterday, so I'm thinking of like the gunslinger. You just want to like be on a path where you feel like you know what your mission is, you know where you're going. Maybe that's where you're trying to get to. And then we have this, gosh, beautiful key with a crown on it. So I think, oh, and these red, they almost look pink to you, but they look red to me, and we've got pink up there. So root chakra again, and pink, your heart chakra. You, with the key coming up right there, you hold the key. You hold the key to all of this. So I think that we have a button up here, silver button, trying to hold some things together. But you have this key to sort of unlock all of this and make sure that you're feeling safe and stable, and that ultimately you're able to grow in your heart and feel love. And maybe you feel like a queen, or you feel like royal sometimes. Maybe you're a Leo like me, and you've got that just sort of regal energy that you feel like you deserve a lot. And I think you do. So, you know, you create your reality in a sense. So those are awesome charms for you. Related to this, your cards over here. So I think maybe you might not be getting enough fresh air, or you might not be getting enough sort of peaceful fresh air time. And that's something that this card is telling you. I'm saying you might not be getting enough because it's in reverse. So their advice, the angels are advising you to get outside, get some fresh air. Use that to help clear your mind, because I see you have a lot going on in your mind up there. This other angel card, focus on service. So honor your mystical creative force. Maybe you are discovering a way to give back in ways that you haven't been able to before. Maybe you're finally finding a way that is going to make you happy. You're still going to feel stable and secure, but you're going to be able to spread your joy and serve other people with your gifts. So that's really beautiful. And then up here with your tarot cards, I think this goes really well with your cowboy energy over here, this like hat and gun that we have, and we have this Knight of Swords just sort of charging ahead. And swords is air, it's the thinking element, and you might be just sort of charging ahead without thinking in some way, and you need to rein that back in a little bit. And I think you have. Maybe you were kind of charging ahead without thinking. You've realized it. You've been contemplating it. There's something that you haven't yet seen. You've realized a lot of things, but there's something you haven't yet seen. And I like that these fours, because that's a 4, and 22 is essentially 4 as well. So it is a time of like hard work and challenges, but you are coming to some realizations. It looks like you've calmed down a little bit from this sort of charge ahead energy, even though that is necessary sometimes. And then the Knight of Wands in reverse. So he is definitely not as charging ahead as the Knight of Swords. He's more like, yeah, we're going. I mean, the horse kind of looks like he's charging ahead. The Knight of Wands is just kind of like, yeah, okay, I'm along for the ride, and I'm not as forceful maybe as I once was. Knight of Wands, Wands is fire and passion, and with it upside down, I'm thinking maybe there's a lack of fire or passion. Maybe there is, sorry, there's like a glare on the screen. I'm trying to tell what that's coming from, but I can't quite figure it out. I don't know if you see that. I cannot figure out what that is from. Maybe it's from the cards. I don't know. It's odd. Okay. So anyway, maybe there's not as much passion as you would like there to be. And so I think it's good that you are growing this up through these chakras, and ultimately you hold the key. So you should be able to put everything together, and I'm very sorry, I don't know what that is across the screen there. So perhaps it's a message of other sorts. I am not sure. All right, so group 2, that was your fall equinox reading. Hope you enjoyed that, and happy almost fall equinox to you. All right, what is that? What is that across the screen? I don't know what that is. Okay. Because I've moved all of my like jewelry, and anything on the table I don't think is causing that. Oh. I think it was a cat hair. Okay. Fun times, we're learning things. I was like, is that a ghost on the screen? Okay. No, it wasn't a ghost. All right, group 3. You came in at a very fun time. All right, so if you chose this fancy flower, this is your reading. So put the fancy flower up there, and I'm going to read these in the order that I pulled them. So we'll look at your tarot cards first. Group 3, Page of Wands, 9 of Wands, the Chariot. Okay. For angels, we've got Joy in reverse, Play, excuse me, and then Translucence. Translucence in reverse. I am gonna look at these upright today. I got the first groups was in reverse too, but I feel like I'm gonna look at these more upright. So Translucence, 33, that's a master number as well. Love the darkness, that's an interesting message. Especially on top of this sort of joy and play, love the darkness. Okay, and lots of fire energy over there with your wands. I feel like you might have some sort of a decision to make with the Chariot. So let's do your charms and see what else we can get that might be going on for you right now. Group 3 for the fall equinox. Okay. Actually, I'm getting the feeling I just want to pull a little more for you. I don't know why. I haven't even fully looked at them yet. A little more. There we go. Okay. So let's see what we have here. Turn this one. This was a pin from a very long time ago. I sort of inherited it. We have a windmill there. You have lots of blue and green. So lots of heart chakra energy, lots of communication energy. And got this book, Treasure Island. This was one that I got today. And right by this heart chakra marble, originally, I'm thinking that trying to distract a noisy cat, that you might be taking some time to just kind of chill out and take your, personal time, heal your heart, do what makes you happy. And we also have right by those, since that's what jumped out to me first, a beautiful key with a stone in it that reminds me a lot of crown chakra, because that's just a very bright white stone. So this is the key to your happiness right now. This is the key to your peace of mind, I think, is taking some time for yourself to do what you want to do, to read, to relax. It's good for your heart and good for your spirit. This is your key to that right now. And kind of branching off of that, we have this dark pink. So this could also be heart chakra, or it might look more like root chakra, or even third eye to some of you, if that looks purple to some of you. So enhancing your intuition, enhancing just your sense of security, taking some time to yourself. That was sort of front and center for me. That's what I noticed first. We have this masculine ring. It reminds me of like Native American energy. So maybe you've been sort of connecting to the earth as well. Maybe you have a husband or a male figure in your life that's having a lot of an influence on you right now. Maybe he has some Native American energy. Maybe he enjoys being connected to the earth and things like that. And we also have this cowboy hat there, so he might be a cowboy. Maybe you're dealing with, or someone who carries similar qualities. Maybe you're dealing with something like that. And the key over here is communication with this blue, I don't know what this is actually. It's not a marble, it's not a bead, it's just like a blue, it's just blue. So communication is the key with this person. So if there is someone like that in your life, we have up here, so I just got these today, and it was funny because they have the elements on them, and I got them thinking that I have a pretty good feeling of what that means. So, because this one is iron, so pretty grounded, but then they also have messages on the back. So this one says, stay strong. Stay strong. So stay strong you have up here with this big open heart. So maybe this is not a good situation with whoever this is, and you're feeling the need to stay strong and keep your heart open. And ultimately, because this is just what I got the sense to do, was start down there and then I'm coming over here. I think you want to be free from something. That's what this bird makes me think of. You want to be free and you want to go places. So we have a Monopoly house, a hotel, and we have the capital right here. This is a charm from an old charm bracelet that I had. This is the capital of the United States. So you want to be free to go wherever you want to go. They were all on their sides, this house, hotel, and capital. So maybe you haven't been able to go where you want to go. Maybe there's someone's house you want to be at. There's a place that you want to go visit. There are, landmarks that you want to see, and you haven't been able to go. And up here, though, we have a lovely guardian angel charm. So you do have assistance with this. The angels are with you, and maybe one angel in particular is with you. So, excuse me, if you have someone that maybe who passed away that you sometimes still feel with you, that could be who this is. There are a lot of people who say that we always have angels with us, even if we might not know who they are. So I do believe that you have support with this in the spiritual realm. I think you can break free from this situation if you stay strong, keep your heart open, and be, doing these things for yourself. We have two white buttons. So, and this is a button kind of over here too. So you're trying to hold things together, maybe in terms of your mind, your thoughts. You're trying to hold it together. Maybe sometimes they run away from you. This windmill, they're just kind of blowing through. Sometimes you don't know what to think. And we have a computer from a modern Monopoly game. We've got a computer turned upside down. So maybe you've been spending a little too much time on the computer or with your technology, or maybe it's just sort of been failing you. Maybe you've been trying to plan trips and it hasn't been going well, but underneath the computer was this dark pink bead. So I think if you can find, and we've got green over here too, so if you can find it to try to stay balanced in your heart while these things are going on, I think that's what's going to be helpful to you over here. And the last group got this one too, this beautiful key that has red stones on the bottom and then pink on the top with like a crown. So you hold the key. You also might feel like you deserve a lot, and I think you do deserve a lot. You deserve to be able to do what you want to do, and you shouldn't have to be strong all the time. That's what I think anyway. So you hold the key ultimately. I love those key charms. Okay, so combining that with what you have over here, translucence, love the darkness. I think if you've been going through some dark times, there's going to be benefit that comes from it. So it's not saying that, I don't think it's saying love the darkness, like you have to just get used to it because you're going to be there forever. I think it's saying love the lessons that the darkness has to teach you, because you can see, I mean, she's writing on this pretty dark, I don't even know what you would call this. It reminds me of something from Harry Potter, a very dark version of it. And she's just kind of surrendered because it's going to take her somewhere and she's going to learn something from it. And that something is going to lead to joy. Like with the 3s, 33, I think whatever this is, it ultimately will lead to joy and it will lead to love, because 3 and 3 would be 6 as well, which is a very loving number. So you might not have the level of love that you want in your life right now. You might not have what you feel like you deserve. But if you can get through this darkness, if you can still manage to be taking care of yourself and doing what's best for you, then I think you can get through it and you will find better things on the other side. So play is sort of confirmation of, I mean, obviously this is a child playing, but play to, and I don't know how old you are, but play to older people. I mean, my favorite thing to do is go out and read, like go out places and read. It's so relaxing. So whatever that means to you, whatever you think would be fun, whatever you think would bring you some joy is what you should be doing, because with this joy in reverse, I don't think things have been very joyful lately. I think that's been a struggle. You're not feeling as joyful as you want to feel, but that's what you're focusing on. And maybe you've been focusing too much on the aspect of, I'm not feeling enough joy. When is this ever going to stop? Instead of shifting it to be like, okay, what can I do? What is within my power to help this situation? What can I do for myself that will make this feel better? So those are and they're both pink. So definitely be taking care of your heart with all of this. Take care of your heart. And then coming back, all the way back to your tarot cards here, we do have the Chariot. You have some sort of decision to make, and I don't know if that involves what was going on over here. You want to break free. You want to be receiving the things that you feel like you deserve. Maybe there is something within your control that you can change, and you haven't made up your mind about it yet. So whatever that is, and I would say if any of the rest of this, excuse me, was related to that, like if you feel like it would be helpful for you to play, to do things that make you feel good, if that's going to help you make your decision, or if that's maybe what your decision relates to. Oh, you had 2 keys. So you do have some control in something, and you just need to make a decision about it. So maybe this fall equinox is going to be helping you with that energy. With the Page of Wands, he looks very content and ready to embark upon something new and passionate. And maybe that speaks to you're wanting to be free, you're wanting to go travel places, you want something that you're excited about. And this 9 of Wands in reverse, So when he's upright, he's pretty guarded. He's kind of ready for battle. And I'm hoping that with this upside down, that energy is shifting for you. Maybe this is how you've been feeling. You've been sort of on guard. You have all of these just walls up, and you're wanting to put them down. You're wanting to put them down. You're wanting to break free. You're wanting to make a decision about something that hasn't been decided yet. And yeah, maybe it's, I'm not sure what that decision is in relation to necessarily, but I do know that you have a lot of positive imagery here of like you are being, watched over, and you have all these, I think, good feelings of what you want most and what you want to connect to. So yeah, I'm just making sure I'm not forgetting anything in communication. Communication, I feel like I'm just getting the energy, like with whoever this sort of masculine energy is over here, communication with them might be rather difficult, and that's maybe why you just sort of want to break free from it, or you want a break from it, and that's okay. But we do also need to be able to communicate too, and especially in tough situations, have some sort of clear communication about how you're feeling. And I know that's hard depending on who this is, but I think if you try to kind of follow your guidance, follow what's working well for you, what's making you feel at peace, then I think you'll be guided to the right decision, or you'll kind of know what to do about this here. So sort of a powerful, it's like a powerful time for you, group 3. You're on the verge of something, so hopefully that turns out well for you. I just really like this. I came back to this bird just now. I really like that. I hope that that's you getting to break free at some point. Okay, so happy almost fall equinox, and I hope you enjoyed that reading. I'll see you all later. Have a beautiful day.